at all. No gain at all. Okay, now let's see. There's no gain at all. Slight drop of position, no gain at all. Okay? Now, see the wind coming up. Where's my
That's your school,
don't move even it's not locked. There's a lock which I have to take it off. Okay? And it's very stable. I need this tool to work. If you want the simplest tool, then somebody kick at the back of it, it will fall. So I will sit down and inject. Okay? Be comfortable, the kind of be stable. Sit down and inject, right? So you have one of these this kind of table, you can adjust to your liking, right? You don't need a line on this if you are okay. I usually don't need a line. If I want, I use my headlight. I got a headlight here. Sorry, yeah. Now let's right. 10 0. So can you see that? It's the normal stop. Okay, all the way up there. This is the normal stop marker. Okay. Relax. Now you can see the vein going up. If you really want to enhance the vein, you can actually press on this through the vein. Okay, this one is going up this way, this one is going up this way. Right? Now, as I said earlier, now this is not so clear as the one I showed in my slide. Okay? But the idea is if you don't see this vein, and you simply put a point and you may go through the vein and then you puncture it, right? So as I say, I want to treat the two lines. Okay, I'm going to do, now the vein is there, I want to go anterior to it. It's my entry point. And the vein is here, you can see this vein there, I want to go anterior to it. Okay, so I have 2 points, I'm going to do this. 1, 2, and do 2. 1 down, to the midline side. It's in the break center. You can also do this if you want. Okay, the two lines are pretty close, and you only need one in between. Okay? Quite clear? I pampered my patient a bit. I use very small needle. Okay? So I'm going to give you a bit of a concept. We don't need a lot, just a little breath. Okay. Okay, that's it. Right. So you see, I'm going in. I go quite superficially. Are you right?
Yeah.
Good. So you be resistant. Don't be harsh, slowly, gentle, persistent pressure. Push through all the way. Sorry, bear with me. Now, I am not guaranteeing that I cannot bruise the patient. I might bruise the patient, but I'm reducing the chance. Okay? So, just withdraw. As you know, the line usually is quite tough as compared to if you go through this personal line. I want to enjoy. Follow this. Sorry, bear with me. Okay. Maybe about 2.3 will do. Okay, 1 line over, and then this my needle. Okay. So this one another point I want to go. So I'm going to run on. Can you see that? The tip of the needle go in. Cannula go in. Sorry, a bit painful. Meet some resistance. You can also drill a bit. Slowly, persistent pressure. Never too. You can come out, go in. Maybe you go to a different point. Okay. Now it's got a tough tissue there. Wait, I need some resistance. Okay, I'm two. Okay, sorry, be careful. Okay. Alright, you okay so far? Good, good. Go all the way to alright. See, we got it. Look inside the given. Next. Just give me a Gouri. If you see a bruise, don't inject it, right? Because you've gone through the tunnel, it might be a bit easier to go in, but you still need to be gentle. So I'm going to do 0.25. Okay, I stop injecting the half centimeter from the line, from the point, and I turn my cannula into the line. In this point, patient shouldn't be a lot of pain now because you are local anesthetic given to the okay. So you always need to be gentle, okay? Even you found resistance, you just have to gently go through, okay? At the same time, you want to watch the patient's face. If they feel sick and everything, you know you have got intravascular event. Okay? You have to negotiate through slowly. Okay? Never use a lot of force. Okay? And that's why I like a stiffer cannula rather than soft cannula. Okay? So we're done. One side. Okay? Any question on this? Right? Any question on this? No? Very simple, right? Okay, now do the other side. Some of the back one come in front, the front one go to the back, or some hasn't. Can you see that? The muscle is right here. And this muscle. So basically from the medial end of the clavicle all the way to the mustard process. Right? See the veins, one here, the big one is here, but it doesn't mean that there's no more vein. It's one that's going up that way. So I'm going to put the point there, inferior to it. And see that. On this point. The vein there. So one vein in front, another one in front. So I'm going to inject this way. So I follow the maybe one on top, one this way, and one this way. To the midline. Sorry, it's a bit of okay. Same thing. be very obsessed about shortening the skin, clean the skin all the time. I don't actually use sterile gloves, but it's good practice to have a glove on and keep cleaning. Yeah?
Remaining this one and others in
Sometimes even a bigger size, and there also is a bit you close up too early. I think I need a puncture. Close up too early. Tough to get in. You know why? It's probably live demo, right? When you want to do it well, and you purposely will fail you. Yeah. Just be patient, okay? And you meet this kind of situation a lot of time during the session. Be patient, move in the tree. So I like to put a little bit of local aesthetic in the entry point. Basically, I can see this kind of situation can happen. I get it. I may have to use another point. I don't know why. It happens. Today is not so smooth. Then I have to enter to another point. So I'm going to move my point more anteriorly. I don't want to go posteriorly. And maybe just give me a better luck. Sorry. That hole was dream to me. You see that very little bit is good enough to give you the pain other than just now after the reconstructive situation. One of the things that sometimes happens is you find that after you've done your injection, the left line and the left injection, the right injection, they're not symmetrical. Doesn't matter. Actually, it doesn't. A patient may think it's symmetrical. So you may want to mark the patient both sides. You can see very symmetrical, right? This is the final point. Here I didn't do it because I was trying to do one side and the other side, right? Done with the local aesthetic infiltration. You see, you don't need a lot. Just control your delivery. Okay. Usually, one cartridge enough for both sides. If you use more, you just have to open another cartridge. Just that so try and stay as superficially as you could. You know, sometimes it gets very tough. It stays here. I don't know why. It's quite tough. I do meet cases like this sometimes. Get the other hand working as well. This hand is to stretch and support this needle. Now the thing is, we're trying to stay superficial. That's why it's a bit tougher than if you just do subcutaneously. The neck, as you know, there are a lot of veins, so we don't want to go too deep. Otherwise, it'll be easier. You're done. Are you okay? Super okay? Super okay? Good. Or maybe all the subjects in brief, cannot shout, cannot do, they say no pain, then you get recalled next time again. Right? So we've done the neck so far. Okay, you look carefully. It's really not a lot of what do you call that? There's some, you know, this whitish thing you do the adrenaline. Yeah, we vasoconstrict and get all this. This will go away in a few hours. And you don't see the tracks and all this because the amount you put is not so big. And try to reduce chance of bruising, right? And if you have bruises, just don't inject. So the questions on the technique could be easier. Yeah. Thing is, sometimes you push in, as I said, you know, you meet resistance and all this. Either you find another point, or puncture again and try and drill in if you can, right? Maneuver it and then go in, right? Okay. Don't be too, you know, using too much force. The more force you use, the more likely you injure the vein, right? And now, you know that you actually don't know how you inject this. You actually don't know how you inject patient because you don't see yourself. Okay? When we see people inject, you know how careful they are. But when you come to inject yourself, you think you're very careful enough, but actually sometimes you can be so rough and traumatic, and you never admit that. You know how to correct the problem? Then you start to video your injection. Then you look through your own video, see how rough you are or how careful you are, how good you are. Okay? If not, you always think, I'm very gentle, I didn't cause that. You always think you are much better than what you think. Okay? And so video yourself and see how you perform in the video. Okay? This is a good way of learning. Okay? Not only in Gouri, everything, filler, and the picture, toxin. If you can video yourself, see how you improve in that. Yeah, how come I so rough? I don't know. But this kind of work is very common. I did that. Okay. And So one thing you need knowledge, you know, anatomy, you need to know how to handle yourself. And if you don't criticize yourself, you will not accept any criticism from others from you. Right? And learning is never stop. Yeah? I've been in practice for in private practice for 25 years. I'm still learning. Okay? Okay, we do what? Same subject.
Yes.
Alright. Find any position that you are comfortable. Main thing is you might want to get the wrist flexed down like that. You know? Alright? So it's easier for you to inject. Okay? So look for area there's no vein. Okay? Check and see. See the vein there. So either I go there, no vein, right? Or I can go here. But since it's spread quite well, so I'm not bothered. So I can go there. I can go there. Okay, there's no vein there. Okay, come. Right? Are you okay? Comfortable? Yeah. Okay. You move slightly to the side. You can rest a bit here. Okay? Right? No particular. If you tell me why can't I put there, well, if you want, you can. You know, but it's just that this will probably spread the whole wrist much better. Okay? Okay. Oh, that's not taken from woman. I didn't throw away. I need to throw it. Don't have
So Gouri should supply kilo.
Now you need to know that this is not intradermal, okay? This is just under the skin, but as you put more, the distension causes the skin to turn white. Okay? Okay, so we are injecting again into the lump that we created just now. Now it should be less, it should be not painful. So I'm actually not intradermal. Can you see that? Okay, I'm not intradermal. Okay. But as I inject more and more, it turns white. If you are intradermal, immediately you inject, it turns white. Okay? Alright, lump. Just testing, check and see whether it's intradermal or deep. Watch patient. Patient feels unwell or start, complaining of certain thing, you need to stop. Do it slowly. You don't need to do this fast, and slow and steady. You can.
What the size of needle you use now?
This is 33. It's like saline. You can inject to 33, 34, 32, whatever you have. I usually use 32. Just that I found this, I just take this up, whatever in my cupboard. Okay? I use 32 more often. Okay? So you have 3 lumps created now. Okay? And just gentle massage. Don't massage too hard to push your Gouri into the systemic circulation. Okay. I have experience of once I did too vigorous massage. It was much earlier time. The patient actually went into this intravascular thing. Push it in. Okay, we're done. We're done on this side. See that? The 3 lungs. Okay. 3 lungs. Right? So they can move, exercise, and pump it to dissipate this lung. But it should spread. It should spread. I used to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The lung is smaller, but you're exposing more puncture and more risk. So I cut down to as much as possible. Right. So 3 is probably the minimal, not less than 3. Okay, any question on this technique? No? Okay, let's go to the other side. So look for one point that is no vein or easy, and that you want to use. You can use there. Okay. You can ask me why don't I use there? Can. Okay. Just wherever you like. So it'll be like this, and like this. Now, to me, this is the most tricky one. You cross the vein. Okay. This is. Clean up a bit. Right. So the same thing here in section 1. Just wait a bit. Wait for a short while. For a short while. Sorry. My mistake. So again, you can use, if it's just for the LA, if it's just for like this, maybe you can opt not to use dental cartridge. But because since we already open up, you may just use it. Needle? Where's the needle? You drop it. Yeah, you got other. You can take other. So same thing. See, I'm quite superficial and gentle, all the way. Yeah. One track. Okay. Gentle. Sorry, painful. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Gentle. Be very gentle. Another track. Okay. This is the one that we need to be extra careful. Again, sometimes you meet a lot of fibrous tissue, you just be careful and try to work your way through. Okay. You're over the vein. Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay. See, I gone over the vein, not puncturing it. Okay, very very important. You don't puncture it. If you puncture it, you get a bruise. Don't inject. Sorry, I am my old granny keep nagging you. Because I don't want you to get into trouble, right?
If this is the case, you'll ask the patient to come back.
It's just too bad. Today I can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, wait for the bruise to go away and do it again for him. Okay? You don't want to, never mind, troublesome. Do it first, you'll regret for your life. So you come back, don't like that one. Don't like that one. The other day, you say, don't like that one. Hey, that's not 1 day, 2 days, not 1 week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Months. Oh, doctor looking at you. You all don't know, I got more hassle than you are. My surgery sometimes slightly high and low. Wow, cannot wait. Post of 5 days, 6 days. But how come this side more swollen? This side higher, this side lower. Wait. After another week come, doctor, still high low lah. Wait, swelling different. The height is different. So if you actually give local anesthetic, right, you want to wait for a while, don't do it immediately. Okay, the time to wait is about 10 minutes actually. So you want to do one side, you recur, some side do recur, and then do it. Okay? Because adrenaline takes 10 to 15 minutes to wait. Okay? Not immediately. When I do breast augmentation, I infiltrate with local anesthetic with adrenaline. In the younger me, I very impatient. Moment finish infiltrating, straight away cut. And I see more bleeding, I take more time to stop it. Now I'm done infiltration. I will chit chat with my anesthetist, I will tease the nurses, after 10 minutes over, then only I start cutting. It's drier, it's easier to do, it's a lot less hair pulling kind of moment that you have. So patient, right? But some new anesthetic didn't know, it's just why am I wasting time, bullshitting away, So I have to explain to the patient, to my anesthetist, say, look, this is the reason, not because I want to waste your time, right? So again, very gentle, enter. She's got a lot of resistance for me, I don't know why. Entering. Now you can start any way you like, but just remember to put your Gouri. You can start systematically to one by one, or you can start left side, right side as you please. We're done. So you're both done. See? Okay. Right. So for this, patient can do a bit of gentle massage. Okay, very gentle, but no push too hard. And do this to try to spread. Okay. This side is less. This side is less. This side less than this side. Okay. Because the cannula, the local safety.
So in terms of results, is there an advantage of one technique over the other?
I personally think that this one will take a bit longer for the lump to disappear as compared to this one. The chance of me hitting the vein is higher in this one.
Yes.
Okay. You play around now because I think official position from the ex novo or the comparative principle is we should use needle for injection. Okay. And I also have request for me to show the cannula method, which I show here. Alright? So for your workshop today, if you are sharing a patient, probably you want to do the needle method. Okay, go back and do this. If you have your own patient, you can try this if you want. Right? Okay? So the main thing is, again, I'm nagging again, please don't inject the vein. Right? Bruise the patient, you put the Gouri in, you bruise for months. Okay? So if you, again, I say, if you see a bruise after you put the local anesthetic, don't inject. Come back, patient, come back. Until the bruise subsided, then you inject the next session rather than try and finish your job. Just explain to the patient. You may have this problem, let's settle this. Most patients can okay one. They can. It's not on the face, you know, you inject half the face, and during you inject the half the face, then it's a bit difficult to justify, hand, okay. Okay? You're not saying that I'm not injecting this for you, and I still charge you, right? I'm saying that let's play safe, let's inject this one. Alright? Good, very clear?
Yes.
Okay? So, and this will take a bit of time, I've seen patients take about maybe a day or even 2 days, even 3 days. Okay? So this but again, dorsal my hand is not too bad, and you can see that you want to avoid this. I may have avoided the wind too much, and maybe I should put there. If this patch is not, but you'll be surprised that they all can reduce out. Yeah. So, and I was trying to show you where to put your point. Now I could have put there maybe a big spread out from this side. There's no hard and fast rule. The main idea is avoid the wind. Okay. Now some people ask me whether you can inject them or not. Wrinkly there. I suppose you can. Right? But it's not the official thing, the main indication that you're doing. Right? And also be very careful when injecting this part, because if you inject it swells up too big, then you cannot bend, you cannot form a face, and it's very stiff. So that's the other problem you doesn't even know. And also there's quite a bit of vein there. Again, be very careful. Other than dorsal, we do not encourage you to inject into the fingers. Right? Okay? Good. You see? Where got one, then one this way. It should be from here, midpoint of clavicle, going up the angle of the jaw. Then it should be like this, see? One like that, one like that. If you follow and tell me you die already. This one have a look into the skin.
不要紧啦，我放进去。做咩事？烏蠅。
死我！
做咩有烏蠅？
呢個
哦，
哎，我聽
要嚟跳嚟，
唔係我聽。
要嚟跳嚟。
我喺你頭
烏蠅哦。
哦，
哦what？
呀，感觉是那种 ants 来的，等下我一烧就做个。
跟住翻我給你。
你話要 use that， so no need to check perfect, thank you. Easy lah, so you don't need to shift the chair.
Three only. I phải không khai kỹ nữa.
Cục pizza.
muscle 看不出很清楚。
你是放2个，我想放1个而已。跟着他放2个，让我放跟你一样放2个。哇，那个很中感的。我放多1个在这边。我本来想放1个在这边，放3个而已。
No, you
Put two,
don't do like that. You don't do like that. You do like that, your gouri will not go up and you come
So I
down.
put.
Yeah, you put on the horizontal line. Okay. If you don't want to do 2, you can do 1 and up like this. Okay. If you want to do 2, okay. You want to do 2, I have no objection. So if you're doing 2, so it's 1 line. Okay. And then this one you can do 1, 2, or even you do 1 line there. No need to go
so high.
Yeah. So go a bit more. Into somewhere here. Maybe somewhere here. Okay. But these screw lines are very close together. Okay. I have no objection. You could sorry, you don't need to go interior to the muscle. If you want, you can actually go behind. You see the vein is there. This muscle. And you go like this. Go like this. Then you're covering a wider area. Okay. The main thing is just go anterior to the vein. Okay. Right. And this side, if you really don't want to follow this, you can also do that. Okay. So check the vein where they are. Yeah. Okay. So you may want to consider putting here, one point here, just in front of the vein. Yeah. Okay. Go this way and go up this way if you don't want to do the shoulder and then come down this way to the midline. See the midline, right? Yeah. Then we do 3 points like that. Okay. Because sometimes the short cannula is good enough. Sometimes the long cannula
This
is
one
better.
at least,
You probably need a long
5
cannula.
cm to
Yeah,
6.
usually I like the 60 because if you have just everything pushed in already. You should turn the face slightly more.